Although we can't hop into a DeLorean and revisit 1955, our minds possess a remarkable trick known as mental time travel, which lets us momentarily reconstruct past experiences and even preview possible futures. This isn't fancy sci-fi, rather, it's a core feature of human cognition that stitches together thoughts, emotions, and sensations from the moment a memory formed. By mentally stepping back into the original context in which an event occurred, we re-immerse ourselves in the details that make a memory vivid and retrievable. A recent study led by psychologists at the University of Regensburg set out to measure just how effective mental time travel can be at boosting our recall. Published in the Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences, the experiment enlisted 1,216 volunteers who were split into 4 groups and given 2 distinct memory tasks, one involving a list of unrelated words and another requiring them to learn a short passage. At intervals of 4 hours, 24 hours, and 7 days, one group simply recalled the material, while the other 3 used variations of context reinstatement, recalling emotions, sensations, or selectively reviewing subsets of the information, to provoke the original memory trace. The results were striking during those early checkpoints. Participants who tapped into their emotional state at encoding regained about 70% of a memory at the 4-hour mark and 59% after 24 hours, compared to the no-context group. Even more impressive, selective retrieval, briefly revisiting just key elements of what they'd learned, restored memories with 84% accuracy at 4 hours and 68% at 1 day. Both strategies offered a clear improvement over standard recall, demonstrating that mentally revisiting the details really does resurrect memory strength in the short term. However, by the time researchers tested retention after a full week, those gains all but evaporated. Triggering original emotions no longer offered any measurable boost, and selective retrieval dropped to a mere 31% of the material. The team compared this cycle to Sisyphus forever rolling his boulder uphill. Each act of memory revival feels potent but ultimately succumbs to the inexorable decline of forgetting beyond the 24-hour window. These findings reinforce what memory scientists have long known: our recollections follow a steep forgetting curve, where details fade rapidly at first before stabilizing over time. Mental time travel can turn back the clock, briefly, and shore up those early losses, but it can't halt the overall trajectory toward forgetting. Future research may explore how combining context reinstatement with other techniques like spaced repetition or sleep-based consolidation could stretch that window of enhanced recall. Even so, for now our brains remain bound to the margin of that 24-hour sweet spot when it comes to reviving fading memories.